Hola my earth inhabitants, welcome back to my channel. And in today's video I will be introducing you to my second dog. And the only reason she's second is because I got her second. But today I will be introducing you to Nova. Let me go grab her and then I will tell you the story of her. This is her cute face. She's not wearing a costume because it didn't come in on time. And she's a little bit dirty because she loves to spend her day in the dirt. But this is my baby Nova. Okay, so her story. My husband and I got married, and then literally 2 days after the wedding, we were like, you know what? I think it's time Hiro gets a sibling or like a partner in crime or something. And we decided, you know what? Let's get another dog. You know, like we have room for one more. And then we decided that we wanted to get a shelter dog. And then we went one day and we looked in like 2 shelters and we were like, I don't see very many. Like there was none that really caught our eye. And then we went the next day to one shelter and she was in a cage full of other dogs. She even had like another dog that we called her sister because they kind of looked alike, except the other one had like less hair. And why are you so sad? She always has like this, like, hold on. She always has like this face that she, because of like her marks right here, she always just looks mad, look. Anyway, so we saw her with her sister and we saw that she was just kind of like there. She wasn't barking. She was the only one in her whole cage that was not barking. And we kind of just looked at her and kept walking. And then we took like 2 steps and then we came back and we were like, wait, let's look at that one. And we brought her, and as soon as I picked her up like this at first, right? And it was like very awkward because we were both like, what am I doing with my life? So then I carried her like this. She made a pig noise. And immediately she kind of like did this. And I was like, oh. And I literally looked at my husband and I was like, if she is not mine, I'm gonna be very, very, very upset. And then we told them we wanted her and they were like, okay, are you sure you want her? And we were like, yeah. And everyone in the shelter was happy that she got a home, but they were sad because they said she's so cuddly and cute and she's very awkward when I carried her. So I'm just gonna do this. Anyway, and she is very like calm. So they were like, yay, like she's finally getting adopted. I don't know how long she was in there, but I know she was in there. I think they said more than a month. And so they were like, okay, but you know, the shelter neuters them for you. And honestly, she was just like $50. Like all you have to do is $50 and that's it. And she was there and we went home, and then the whole day we were like, okay, now we need to think of names. I had to put her down because she wanted to go potty. Anyway, so I said I wanted her to have a short name because Hiro had a short 4-letter name. So I was like, she needs to have a short name. So then I started thinking of a bunch of names and we already knew what she looked like. So I was like, I want to give her kind of like a celestial name is what I was thinking. I was like, because she's a little darker. So I started thinking of so many names, and then I said Nova and my husband overlooked it, and then it was just, that was done. We went through so many other names and I went to bed. Excuse me. The next day I went to work and he was like, you know what? I'm gonna go get her. They should have her ready. So he went while I was working. He went to go pick her up. And he says as soon as he picked her up, he was like, hi, Nova. And then he was just like, well, I guess your name is Nova. And that's literally how we came up with her name. Like he was just like, all right, your name is Nova. And that's it. That's your name. And we stuck to it, and I came home and he was just like, yeah, I kind of might have called her Nova already. And then I was like, good, love it, perfect, her name is Nova. And we kept it. We went and we got her little collar and we introduced her to Hiro, and like Hiro was just kind of confused, like, who's this? And she was just kind of like, who are you? It was so funny, and they got along really, really well, like almost instantly, which I loved. And yeah, and we shortly came to discover when we pick her up, she makes a cute little pig noise. She goes like she's very cuddly, very calm. I always get a lot of compliments because of how calm she is. Like, she comes up to you and she does this cute little thing on your paw. I'll post videos, of course. And she's just constantly like very loving. It's like she's very, very, very grateful that we got her. And I love her to a million pieces. She's very cute. Okay, according to the shelter, her birthday is August 17th. We didn't actually adopt her till May 3rd of 2018. And she is a cuddly being. She's very calm, and if you let her, she will lick the crap out of you forever. Like, she will not stop. She has no remorse. She'll just lick and lick and lick and lick and lick, and for no reason. I think she probably thinks people are dirty. I don't know. But I call her la consentida because my husband has her so spoiled. And she's very, very sassy with me. Like, if I tell her no, she literally looks at my husband like, Mom said no. And my husband's like, oh, come here. And I'm just like, you see, like, this isn't gonna work. But I love her to like 1,000,002 pieces. Like, if you're thinking of getting a dog, I highly recommend shelter dogs, and she is the reason why, because she has never, ever, ever, ever stopped being eternally grateful for us taking her out of that spot. And I am eternally grateful for her, because I could leave for 5 minutes and come back and she's crying and she's just like, yay, human, you're back. So she's just like constantly grateful that we have her, and I am grateful for her because she's a cuddly being, and she's very loving and very caring, and I'm pretty sure she's very nurturing because she just loves people and other animals. And oh, y'all need a Nova in your life, just saying. With that, when this, see, she just did it. With this little bean, I thank you guys for watching today's video. If you like, subscribe to my channel to see more of these little tiny beans, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.